All right. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for coming again.
Be here.
Yeah.
We don't have any snacks this time?
No snacks this time. I'm sorry.
So much has changed.
Morton was here last time, so thank you for doing that, coming to another meeting. What we want to talk about this time, let me just pull up the picture, but what we want to talk about is our team, because it is our team, and we have some changes, especially with Craig kind of taking the reins. There's some changes and stuff, so we kind of want to chat through that a bit, and just get our feedback. We want to always be improving the team, and the team, thankfully, is not where it was when I started, and hopefully when you guys take it on completely, it'll be in a whole better place. So I'm just trying to pull up the picture here. I had a whole meeting agenda. I printed it last time and didn't get it printed this time, so I'm sorry. We can pass it around, but it's on my phone. But thank you for being on the team again. I know we say it probably every time, but it's honestly probably my favorite team in church, which I don't know if your sisterhood team is better, maybe, but
Logistics in general.
logistics in general.
Great team.
The family that it builds. My favorite thing is when I'm walking outside of a Sunday. Just, it could be a weekend, could be class, and I see you guys hanging out. I see you guys catching up. It's just like, wow, this team actually does a lot more than just sets up chairs. It's pretty cool. So I want to talk about the identity of our team. What makes our team our team? What are some things you guys think? I thought of a few, like, oh, there we go. Who got it? You split it.
Oh,
you remember that?
tricked me. I've been bamboozled. Consistency.
Passing the snap. Stuff like that. Who caught it? I don't know. Yeah, like that.
How's Matt?
What are some other things?
Am I supposed to say something?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just playing catch. I think our ability to follow is incredible.
Mm.
Like, just follow orders that we're given without even, like, second guessing.
Flexibility, 100%. Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah. Set up the bollards for baptism now. We set them up, go chill. Take them down now. Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
What else?
Not the most important, but food.
Food. Why do you say that's not the most important? Morton almost left because we did that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Food? Why is that important?
Community.
Yeah, 100%.
Community space.
How about push-ups?
Push-ups.
That's part of our culture.
Discipline.
I think it's starting to become more of our culture, especially this year, is delegating.
Delegating.
Yeah, so giving more people authority, raising people up.
Yeah.
It's big.
For sure. Yeah. And I love the way too that when we do delegate, when we do say, hey, you're leading this AM, you're leading the team. I love how everyone in the team just gets behind that person.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
How
It's
they're
not
not
like a power play.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
power play, yeah.
Exactly. It's never, well, Isaac led last week, or, you know, why am I not
Yeah.
leading? It's always just we get behind them, which I love
Yeah, and
that.
that just goes back to the community thing, because like we're all like, I feel like everybody on this team is like a family.
Yeah.
And so it's like, if I tell like Matt to go like do something, then Matt's just gonna be like, yeah, cool, I'll go do it. Not
Yeah.
gonna be like, why
Yeah.
are you telling? Who are you to tell me to go do it? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
For sure. Fun, support each other, ownership, those are some of the things. Ownership is massive, I think, because we're often the team that when the other teams drop the ball, we pick it up. And I love that we do it without complaining every time. And then we teach the team a lesson afterwards. We got you this week, not next week. What are some challenges to our culture or ways we can improve our culture? And I'll give an example. For instance, push-ups. I think it's an awesome thing. And I think our team loves it as well. I had to have a chat with an individual, and I won't mention who, but, and this was a while ago, but didn't want to do push-ups. Showed up late, didn't want to do the push-ups. And people before that person did the push-ups, but they didn't want to do the push-ups. And I had the chat because Peter got quite upset about it. I kind of just didn't really think twice, but then Peter said, is that really the culture that you want to build? Where if they don't want to do it, they just get off the hook with it. I said, no, that's actually not. Then you're going to go have a chat with them today. I'm like, great, love conflict. So I went and had a chat with that person and basically just said, hey, can we talk about the push-ups? And they're like, yes, do you want me to do push-ups? I'm like, look, it's not even about the push-ups. Do you know why we do the push-ups? I'm like, why? And it's like, can I tell you a secret? I'm like, yeah. Like, you know the last 2 or 3 weeks how I was late and I did push-ups every week? And they're like, yeah, now that I think about it. It's like, do you think I was just running late or just lazy? I'm like, no, I actually came late on purpose, like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, just so that I could come and do push-ups.
Yeah.
And like, I did that because, I don't know if you noticed, but the team loves it. And especially when the leaders have to do twice as many push-ups,
Yeah.
the culture it builds in our team is incredible. And I haven't been late since then, but I did it on purpose. And then he just got it and it clicked, and yeah, I'll do it from now on. I was like, so please either do the push-ups or just don't show up late. So that was kind of a challenge to the culture we're trying to build. But what do you think? Do you guys have any thoughts, challenges to our culture, areas we could improve, things we could add? I want to hear your thoughts.
I do think one thing that it can kind of happen is like, I think with the whole like feeling of the, like we are like a family and we bring people in quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I feel like also as well, I feel like we could do a better job of like incorporating everybody a bit more. So I feel like sometimes there's like, there are key people on our teams that are like, they know how to do everything, so they do it. But then there's other people that can kind of tend to just stand there and just like watch because the other people are like just doing everything.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's one thing that I feel like we could work on a little bit more is like getting everybody doing something. Because I feel like sometimes I'll be like doing something and I'll just look and people will just be like standing there, sitting there talking, and I'm like, okay, there's stuff that needs to get done. So we can just, not in a way of like, oh, they're being lazy, but just finding a way to make sure everybody's getting everything done.
Yeah,
that they need to be doing.
for sure.
Yeah. I think confrontation among like us, like first and second years, like it's one thing when a third year can go to, you know, maybe a first year that doesn't show up.
Yeah.
But I think like we can grow like, you know, us as first years or second years who like if we see one of our guys drop the ball, we don't like leave it to, you know, Craig or a third year to do it, but we actually kind of come alongside them and like we try to improve the team ourselves and disciple people ourselves. Like we can disciple people as a second year, as a second semester, as a first semester really. If you just feel like you're kind of growing in an area, but you see like maybe one of the guys in your intake dropping the ball, it's like you can take ownership and be like, hey, like let's like show up to this week. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, and that challenge actually has a lot more weight oftentimes. Because when I challenge a first year or a second year, it's a challenge out of a place of authority. When you challenge it, it's out of a place of just ownership. Like, hey, I'm owning this team. I'm showing up on time. Why aren't you, man? So, yeah, your challenge actually holds a lot of weight. That's cool. On the back of yours, there are certain people, I don't know if you noticed them within our team, but that don't show up, or if they do show up, they're on the outside of the circle, and there are those people, and yeah, including everyone. It could be task, it could also be the family part of it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think just keep your eyes open, because we talk about that. The third year guys talk about those people and how to draw them in, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and I think it's also like finding a balance of like trying to draw them in, but then also it's like we can only do so much. They really
100%.
want to be drawn
Just
in as
grow
well,
this and
but
yeah.
so.
This is good, huh? Different from last time.
Yeah.
Very different. Helpful. Last time, one of the things they brought up for the culture that they wanted to keep going on, and this was James, Ben, Morton, Vinka, a couple others. They said they're loving the prayer or the word in the morning, the devotional, and they want more time of that. So, have you guys all done it in the morning?
Like let it?
Yeah.
I would the one time I've been late in like the past 3 months was the day that I was supposed to lead it. Yeah, that's as bad.
Have you done it?
I did 60
You have
push-ups
it?
that day.
Eloise, have you done it?
60
You've done it,
push-ups
yes.
that
I
day.
know you've done it. I know you've done it.
Yeah. I do afternoons.
Yeah.
Most of the mornings.
But we do it in the afternoons too, don't we? Or no?
Yeah, so I've led it in that.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, we want to get everyone on that. That's one thing they said. Just give us that. Any other thoughts before we keep moving or no? Somebody said, maybe it was you, said it would be fun to do a game like in the car park.
Yeah.
Is that you?
I don't remember.
After
after
pack down?
We did
Oh,
that
that'd be
once,
fun.
but
Yeah. I think a lot of times people just want to leave, but I mean,
Yeah.
if we could incorporate a game somewhere, that could be fun.
yeah.
There were once we put a game before pack down, and I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, like you brought that one thing to dinner.
Oh, yeah,
that one
the
time.
two truths and a
The
dare.
Oreos type.
Yeah,
Two
that was
truths.
so
That was
fun,
good.
wasn't
Yeah,
it?
that was really
Yeah.
good. For sure.
Yeah, and even stuff like the snapping thing. Like,
Yeah, it's just a little game.
it just gets people like in like their mind focused on what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Keep moving. The biggest change is the new campus manager, which is Craig. Have you guys all met Craig?
Yeah.
Yes. Sweet. Last time we did this, not everyone had met Craig, so this is awesome. That's because we had a meeting like this 2 weeks ago, and everyone had not met Craig. So I told Craig, hey, not everyone's met you, please. And so he's been really intentional about coming to meetings, spending more time with you guys.
Yeah.
So he'll be there. The job is handed over to Craig, and we're still Peter's interns. So we're with Pete, not necessarily with Craig. So we'll still be at Hills, but not necessarily leading at the capacity we have been here, which is cool because it gives you guys a chance. It also gives us the potential to drop the ball in some areas. Because we don't set them up. Because next semester he'll have new interns, which could be going into third year with Peter or Craig. Could be you guys. If you wanted to, I would say you guys would be definitely their first picks, which is cool. There's a new team next semester. Craig's a new leader. He doesn't always understand exactly what to do. It's a new season with Christmas, with conferences, with everything. It's kind of be big. So we don't drop the ball. Roles we've been doing. I want to talk about these quick. The roles that we've been empowering people in. So like you've been doing the pack down role a bit. You did. What did you do the other day?
I do, like, it just kind of depends in the morning.
It depends in the morning, but
like outside setup and intern.
yeah. So those roles that I wrote down: CC setup leader, AM door leaders, like 6 and 7, which is a good transition from a door leader into morning setup leader or something. It's kind of like a stepping stone. PM leader, pack down leader, and van driver. What do you think of those? Any other roles that might be good, might be important? We're missing them. Are we good?
Maybe like a link up, like roster, like stuff.
Yeah, that's good. That's
Bus.
Bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be able to pull out of
Bus.
buses soon.
Are we hoping to do that?
Yeah, because it's not really our team. We just back them up. But that's a good one though. Eloise has done such a good job too with teaching Julia to do it.
Yeah.
Julia,
Which is
that's amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't
Julia.
texted through that rostering chat in like 3 weeks. It's awesome.
Julia's great.
Julia's killing it. So are you. So that one, rostering, that's a good role. And let's think of more people we can bring into that. Okay, cool. 2 more things. What are some skills that you think are important to this? So thinking about next semester when the guys come in, what are skills that are important to learn? I kind of talked about this a minute ago, but
Communication, I think, is like in our field. I think it's like probably like one of the most important things, because I feel like a lot of people look at logistics and they're like, oh, all you have to do is set up chairs. That's easy. It's like we are so much beyond like just that.
Yeah.
Especially with like the stuff we do internal. Like we need people that are able to communicate well and get stuff across.
for sure.
Maybe like training to like help with host, where host say, oh, I need people, and then
Yeah.
if we got trained, and then we can like everyone can jump on host. And we
Yeah.
don't need to say, oh, have you done host before? Have you done bus before? So it's kind of like extra skills.
Hosts and bus. Yeah.
Yeah, flexibility with your skills.
Flexibility. For sure. How about van driver? What do you think, Matt? Is that important?
Yeah,
it is.
That's a skill.
That's definitely
We need a
skill.
good man.
I did that over the break and it was like the
Bro, it's so stressful.
It's so
Like,
stressful.
It's so stressful.
Yeah, no.
I ran over a tree the other day.
It's nothing like driving a trailer in Texas. Driving a trailer in Texas, you have so much room. Here it's like
Yeah.
it's
Minimal
minimal
space,
space,
for
right?
sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
The other thing we mentioned last time was relationship with leaders. I don't know if it's necessarily a skill, but I think it's important to have.
For sure. Yeah.
So Peter, who's now National Ops Events Project Oversight, crazy flipping title. It's like 3 jobs in one. You guys all know Peter.
Yeah.
Craig, who is Hills Campus Manager now, which it doesn't sound as big when you say Peter's first, but that's still like that's still a really cool, really massive job.
Yeah.
Alan Lindley, do you guys know him?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah. Kind of looks like Steve Kerr.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You know him?
I
You
don't
know
know.
him?
He's the mini manager.
Yeah.
You'd probably know him if you saw
Oh,
him.
I knew.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ellen.
You know if he's
Alan, yeah.
Yeah.
He's also pastoral now. He's important because he leads a lot of venue and pastoral. So, for instance, during Christmas Spec, a guy tripped up the steps and rolled his ankle right when we were trying to do everything crazy and filling everything, multiple buildings. And this guy's just on the stairs, like grown man, just crying with broken ankle. Well, who do you call?
Alan.
It's important to know. Super. Cliff Pass, do you guys know him? Cliff?
Yeah, Cliff.
Cliff?
No.
Okay.
I might know him, but I don't know him.
Do you
I
know
probably
him?
know him, so.
He's shorter guy, dark hair, super funny. He's got
With
kind of a
the
funny
glasses.
accent and the glasses. He does refresh.
And
Oh, yeah, I know who that is.
And like foyer host.
Yes, and foyer host sometimes. So the bins are overflowing. It's Brian's first week back. Who do you call?
Cliff.
Oftentimes.
Who you
Danny Ram, you guys know him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hosting.
Hosting oversight.
Hosting,
Yeah, so there's certain people like that. There's more obviously, but I think it's important to know people. But just want to end with, what else can we
I
do?
know the skill.
Yeah,
What
100%.
about like how to lift stuff?
How to lift stuff?
Correctly.
Come
Correctly.
on.
Not just lift it.
Yeah, the safe church. Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
the 25 chairs.
Yeah, the 30 chairs. I did it correctly.
Yeah, great job.
True. Yeah, that's really good. So, just one more minute. Where can we step up? What can we do?
I think discipleship is really good
Mm.
among all of us. Not to just being a team, but like discipling each other and growing each other and keeping each other accountable.
Yeah.
I think we could step up as we're in doing internal stuff, as we're doing external stuff, we can't let everyone know whenever we're freaking out.
That's true.
So we need to have our poker faces going. We need to, like, whenever we have to put 14 rows down on the floor, like, nobody needs to know that we need to put 14 rows down on the floor.
Yeah.
Very true.
Like, we need to make sure, because whenever we start freaking out, whenever they see someone with the radio start freaking out,
Yeah,
then they're
everyone
like,
freaks
oh my
out.
gosh, like, I'm about to die. Like, yeah.
I think command skills as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's a
If
good
someone's
one.
kind of placed in charge of something, just learning how to like, not being like forceful, like you own everything, but just like knowing how to say like, hey, like we need to do this and get it done now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think dealing with like actual like people that are attending to church and stuff like that, like whenever we do stuff like conferences and things like that as such, like when we have master classes and things where it's like we can't let more people through. I think being more like assertive with that, because I
Yeah.
feel like it's very easy, especially since we're in a church setting, to just kind of be like,
Yeah.
you can't go this way. Okay, bye. You went through. You know, like
Exactly.
just kind of being more like, okay,
Yeah.
you really can't do this.
Yeah.
I think just like being more assertive, even in everyday church.
Yeah.
I think like keep building relationship with different teams. Because,
Yeah.
Like people are
Yeah.
Very true.
listening.
Yeah.
I know who I can find from events, but now I found actually the people I know before they are like leaving, so I need to rebuild the relationship
Yeah.
to
Exactly.
figure out the
Yeah.
Very true.
That's awesome, guys. That's it. Thank you so much. It's actually really helpful, huh?
Yeah.
I like doing this, but cool. We're off to class. Thank you. Hands in. What are we saying? Radios?
Radios.
3, 2, 1.
Radios!
Nice.
Thank you, Kendall.
Thank you guys. That's really helpful.
Thank you.